What is up YouTube, this is Payney's Comics, and today I've got an update video just to keep you up to date on some of the things that I've brought over the last couple of months. Well, it feels like months anyway, that may have developed. First up, these two Payney quest books. You may remember, if you saw my unboxing video, I was told that these were first prints. It turned out they were second prints, and I wasn't really happy. I paid, I think it was just under £60. I got the Infinity Gauntlet set with them as well, but still, I only wanted them because I thought these were first print Infinity Quest books. At the time, Infinity Gauntlets were going for about £40 for the whole set in like 9/4 grade, and I obviously wasn't very happy, so I spoke to the guy. And originally I thought this guy was a comic book person, I thought he knew his stuff, but obviously he didn't. And I opened up a case because he wouldn't give me a label to return them. And what happened was, after a lot of back and forth, he raised it to eBay. I was like, alright, yeah, you want to screw yourself out of £60, then that's up to you. And somehow eBay awarded the case in his favour. I have no idea how. I asked the bloke if they were first prints via messaging before I bidded. He said they were. Well, as far as I was concerned, I should have won the case. Well, obviously when I saw that the case had been raised and given in the seller's favour, I was pissed, quite frankly, and I made a counterclaim. I phoned up eBay because apparently that's what you have to do, and I spoke to a lady for about half an hour trying to explain to her the difference between the first and the second prints. I showed her two examples. My comic shop had on their eBay page two 9.8 Payney Quest book ones. One was first print, one was the second, and the second print was worth like $60 or something like that, and the first print they wanted for over $120. So I was using that as an example to try to explain to her, but she wasn't having it. Basically she's saying, oh no, this case has been decided, that's it. And I was like, well, what's the point in having the appeals process if the decision was final? And in the end I was like, get me a manager. I was fuming. I spoke to this other lady. I went through the exact same. This one seemed to understand what I meant. She was saying that because it didn't say anything in the actual description that they were first prints, that's why it was awarded in the seller's favour. But when I told her about the messages, saying he told me in the messages there was first prints, and I went through with her and I told her how you tell the difference between the first and second print, thanks Biggie's Comics, that she was able to see why I said they weren't as described, because in the message he said they were first prints, not in the description itself. And the lady agreed with me, said, yeah, that's right, the comics weren't as they was described to you. So she reversed the claim, and she gave me my money back, which I was very happy about. But before the claim, I didn't even look at the Infinity Gauntlet books, because all I wanted was these two Infinity Quest books. But yeah, so just a little word of advice: if they say to you in a message that they're like first prints or they're whatever, get them to put it in the description of the actual list themselves, and that'll probably save you a lot of ball ache, because it would have saved me a lot of time as well. But I've put the two Payney Quest books in my lot, even though they're only second prints. They're still still got a good monetary value to them. And I did the same with the Infinity Gauntlet books as well, and they are actually really nice. Issue number 1, easily a 9/4, even possibly a 9/8. Some of these they're really good condition. It's got a little Sorry about the glare. It's got a little bit there at the bottom, and small little mark down here. Don't know if you can see that. But yeah, really good shape. Same with like issue number 2. Overall, there's like, I think maybe like issue number 3 and 4, I believe, that have some slight problems with them, but it's been so long I can't even remember what they are now. But yeah, most of these, I think if I sent them off to CGC, I would get a really nice grade on them. So for free comics, the majority of them in really good condition. You know, I'm happy with that. You know, it was a pain in the arse getting my money back. It took a while. You know, they said it wasn't very good with me. You know when people are mad when they're typing because like their sentences don't make sense and they go on forever and there's like no full stops or commas. That's what his messages back to me were like. And yeah, it was a pain in the arse, but you know, most of them are pretty good. I mean, this one, it's got some corner issues. See, there's a thing on that corner. But yeah, overall, to get myself a few free comics, I can't complain. So yeah, lesson number 1, get them to put in the description anything that you've asked them, in case it comes back and bites you in the arse like it did me. And if you're a seller, you know, make sure you know your product. Pretty simple, really. Next update, Splat Comics. I guess you guys may have remembered I did an unboxing of an order from them, and quite a lot of the comics were not what I was expecting them to be. You know, they said near mint on the listing, some of them were quite far off, but you know, obviously my initial reaction was to be displeased. You know, obviously I wasn't happy with what I got. You know, when you buy something, you expect it to be you know, you expect to receive what you've ordered, and I guess I got my hopes up. You know, I was like, oh shit, I'm getting such and such comic in near mint for a great price. But you know, I got the order, and the guy wrote me a nice little letter. He threw in some free comics. Some of them, you know, were, you know, pretty cool. Some of them weren't interesting, but you know, it's free. But on reflection, you know, I looked at you know, how much I paid and what I actually got, and I think it just goes to show how good the pricing is on Splat Comics, especially with my personal 30% discount. And you know, it gave me an extra £20 voucher as well as some of the free comics, and overall I think it was a good deal. Like the guy, you saw the videos of the unboxing, and he was like, oh, you know, I'm really sorry and all that, and you know, he's like a really nice guy. You know, he said because you was the first person to do an unboxing, next time you make an order, let me know and I'll send you something special. So you know, again, that's like a really nice touch. So you know, Darren, the guy that runs it, seems like a really nice guy, and he said that he would be adding photos and, you know, stuff like that to some of his listings. He was trying to do it before Christmas. When I looked at, it was like beginning of January, he hadn't done it yet, but I was looking on there last night, and I was looking through some Flash comics, and I saw, you know, he had quite a lot of pictures for them, so he's rocking that out, which is pretty cool. You know, and the delivery was good, you know, and all the wrapping paper was cool and everything. I used up the previous wrapping paper on orders. I used that for some of my nephews' Christmas presents, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, you know, delivery's good and everything. I mean, if you go back to that video, you can see in the comment section. You know, he commented on the videos and everything, which is pretty cool. He says he's watched all my comic book related videos, also really cool. So, you know, nice to get support from a retailer. You know, here's one of the comics I got of him, called Supergirl, Michael Turner. Yeah, so when I was on there last night, I was looking at some books. I was like, I wonder how much this would cost me with my personal code and the points that I had. I've got £41 something worth of points, which, you know, you can get a lot of comics for £41. Yeah, so I went on there, and my personal code wasn't working since he's updated his site, because you can see he's done some updates, and I don't know how, but he saw that, and it turns out when he changed the site, or something or other went wrong. So he's extended my personal 30% discount code for another year. I think that's pretty cool, as it was originally only meant to be for like 6 months, I believe. I can't remember how long, but to extend it for another year, again, I think that's pretty cool. Alright, you may also remember I got an order from these people, Landora Comics. I was pretty happy with everything they sent, other than the Batgirl #1 Adam Hughes cover from the New 52. That one had quite a lot of colour breakage on the back, so it was supposed to be near mint, cost me £15, weren't really happy with that one. But I left it too long to contact them. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I'll check it as soon as I finish with this video. And I finished the video, and then I went and did something else and completely forgot about it. And by the time I checked it, you know, it's too late to return it or anything. So that was the one disappointment of that one. So another lesson for myself: get a comic, check it, then, you know, rebag and board it or put it wherever. And last but not least, let me move these out of the way. As you can see in my background here, I've got the Marvel Collector Corps boxes. I've decided to cancel my payment plan. We're supposed to renew at the end of the year. Simply because I'm not really a pop fan, and, you know, I was just selling them on, and any of the other bits in there that I didn't want. You know, I like the t-shirts, well, some of the t-shirts. I'm wearing one now. But the comics in there, that, you know, they're just not that cool, I don't think. And the t-shirts being hit and miss, and I'm just selling it all on anyway. You know, I'm making some profit, but it just doesn't seem worth it to me to keep getting them. So that's all I've got for you for this video. Sorry I didn't show off any new comics, but I thought I'd give you a bit of an update, especially as I managed to get a whole set of these bad boys for free, you know. Like I said, it was a lot of ball ache, but to get a really nice set of Infinity Gauntlet comics and the Thanos second prints, it was still a pretty good deal. You can't complain with 3. Alright, that's all I got for you for this video. Peace out.